fans will get their own Knicks hoodie. Be sure to arrive early.
Don't forget to bring the family and have a fun game. We're giving away free team basketball. The first 5,000 fans to the arena will get free Knicks basketball.
We want your time. To be enjoyable and excellent training. Issue at any time that needs to be present. Please text the word Knicks along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Hey fans, Big City Dancers calendar giveaway day is almost here. All you have to do is show up on game day, and you'll receive your own City Dancers calendar. Don't miss out.
If you still want to be a part of it.
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The Brooklyn Nets have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Knicks. Will round 3 end in an upset of epic proportions? Coming right up.
Welcome back to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. The battle for the East has been a runaway 3-0 series, but that could all change tonight in Game 4. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Wells in at the shooting guard position. And for the Knicks, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. You take a look at New York, and they're looking at a quick exit from the conference finals if they can't get the job done tonight.
I mean, you're right, B.A. This game tells you a lot about a team's character. Faced with almost an impossible job, do they pack up and head home? Motivation's an issue when your back is against the wall.
Now here's Brunson. Drives to the hoop, and he banks in the layup.
That takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Claxton passes to Wells. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Bridges outside. Outside Anunoby. To the inside. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist from Hart.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Wells, pass to Johnson. Here's Jerome. Here's Wells. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Bridges. Hart pulls it in.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the shot goes in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Bridges. Here's Towns. He's guarded by Claxton. Now here's Hart. It's stolen by Johnson. They're running. Ahead. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Thomas against Anunoby. Here's Wells. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Wells has got his second bucket on the night.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. The 3 ball. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. And he drops it in from the low post. Wells has got 7.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
Knicks trail by 4. It's Hart on the wing, covered by Johnson. Shot's good by Hart.
Not stopping on his way in. Hart going through the defense.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Jerome passes to Wells. Johnson on the wing. Here's Jerome. Screen by Claxton. The 3. Jerome. That's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Brunson. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. 13 feet out. Brooklyn pulls it in. And how about this team so far in the playoffs? They've won a staggering 11 games in a row, and there seems to be no end in sight.
Yeah, can they keep this going is the question, right? I mean, so far they have been dominant in this postseason. They are a buzzsaw that no team wants to go up against right now.
Now here's Anunoby. He's scoreless. Brunson finds Towns. Towns double team. Anunoby for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Nets leading by 5. Johnson inside. He's guarded by Bridges. And here's Thomas from the arc. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Hart goes in. Look at off the crossover.
A reminder to the defense, Hart will drive if you give him that kind of room.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Wells. And here's Thomas. Here's Wells. He's got 7. Brooklyn, no good that time either. It's Bridges on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
That's good from Bridges. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good. Here's Wells. Shoots over Powell. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets up by 2. We'll take a quick break. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
They've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Miles McBride, and it's Powell in at the 3. That's the group for New York starting the second. Dixon, the shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Whitehead, shot is good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Johnson against Brunson, driving inside. Rebounded by Johnson. Well, Brooklyn's shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Wells, the pass to Whitehead. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Hughes, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
McBride passes to Powell. The kick out to Brunson. They set the screen. Goes up on the wing. Outside McBride. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. McBride's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Puts up a three. Wells misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Yep, count it. Wells has got 9 points. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks.
And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. And you look at Thomas. He is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league. He's checked in for Brunson. There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Pass to Anunoby. The three is up. Brooklyn pulls it in. It's a 9-point spread. Down low. And stolen by Bridges. Hart from long range. Offensive rebound. Wells, the pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's New York. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Hart. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wells, that's good. And now just a 5-point New York lead. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Outside McBride. Pass to Towns. It's Hart on the wing, covered by Johnson. Out to Bridges, 6 to shoot. Drills it from deep. Bridges has got 6 points.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
To the paint. Low block shot, Claxton. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby on the wing. Fires from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Wells misses. Hart against Johnson. Hart passes to McBride. Outside Hart takes the 3. He's off on that one. And so it's the New York Knicks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. More 2K action in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the next.
Thanks.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key.
But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, they're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. Nets trail by 8. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Wells in at the 2. Connects from downtown.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Towns. Over Claxton. Towns can't get it to go.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
It's stolen by Hart. The ball's knocked loose. Left side, Johnson. Shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got 6 points.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Jerome, that's good. Jerome's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to review the game plan.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Making us move now, ladies. Back to your Knicks City Center.
Hart finds Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Claxton with the block. 5-on-3 break. Here's Thomas. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Bridges. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Give him 8.
Through the years here, Bridges getting better and better at shooting off the bounce.
Pass to Wells. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. That one goes in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Brunson against Claxton. And it's Brunson missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
For the lead. The shot by Johnson, no good. New York has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by the Nets.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Wells. He's guarded by Bridges. Block at 4. Pass to Thomas. 4-3. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Bridges. Shoots. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Johnson. Anunoby against Thomas. Pass to Wells. For the lead. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Bridges. And here's Hart. He's guarded by Claxton. The kick out to Brunson. 1:16 left in the third. Pass to Bridges. Jerome grabs the miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
There's the drive. That puts him in the lead. Wells has got 7 points here in the quarter. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Back to Brunson. To win the drought. Out to Bridges. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Bridges has got 11.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Wells pass to Thomas. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Thomas has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
It's good. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just drives in the mid-range.
Wells, the pass to Claxton. Banked it in off the glass. Claxton's got his second basket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here's Brunson from the arc. The shot that time not on target. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Nets up by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these here for Brooklyn. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Towns outside. Pass to Bridges. Brooklyn with the board.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. Knicks leading by 5. That's good from Towns on the assist from Anunoby.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Here's Wells. He's guarded by Bridges. Thomas passes to Wells. It's Thomas on the wing. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Anunoby. And that one's on target from the wing.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Towns finds Bridges. Off target with the 3.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost them. As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Here's Towns. Claxton with a rebound. Nets trail by 5. Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, man, how about Johnson coming at you with some power to get the finish?
Outside Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
Oh, huge moment from J.B. Brunson knocking it down.
Johnson passes to Wells. Counted from distance. Wells has got 21 points in the game.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
For 3, Bridges. And it's Thomas with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Wells, the pass to Thomas to take the lead. It's rebounded by New York. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Hart. Bridges finds Brunson. 55 seconds left in the final quarter. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, no good.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Sinks the clutch free throw.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He's trying to keep them grounded. He told them to focus on the task at hand. He said, quote, drown out the noise and let's play our game. This one has that playoff atmosphere. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Here's Wells. Pass to Claxton. Here's Wells. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas. The open J off the mark.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Brunson surveys. Pass to Hart. Fires for 3. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
Put it on the board.
So nice.